What is going on, YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you another Viva La Vinyl classic album review, and it does not get much more classic than this, folks. The 1977 smash, The Stranger by Billy Joel, his fifth studio album, and the one that still stands as his highest selling to date, and for good reason. I mean, a lot of people would argue this is his best album. That's a tough one, though, because the one that precedes it, Turnstiles, for me, will be very close, if not equal to this. But man, so many hits on this record, just from the opener, Movin' Out, in parentheses, Anthony's song, which is a really upbeat rocker. I think Billy Joel is really kind of underrated as a rocker from the 70s. And, you know, he kind of, at this time and Turnstiles before it, was kind of picking up or holding up the torch that Elton John, as the ultimate piano man in the early 70s, his career was starting to decline after Captain Fantastic, and Joel was on the incline in the mid 70s, and by the 80s he was just a household name from Long Island, New York, my neck of the woods. I'm from New Jersey originally, so you know, close enough. But Billy Joel, just one of the greatest. As a singer-songwriter, you just can't get much better than Just the Way You Are. One of the most beautiful ballads of all time. I mean, honestly, two of probably my top 5 all-time Billy Joel songs are on this album. That being one of them, and Movin' Out would be one of them as well. But there's so many. I mean, Only the Good Die Young. A lot of people would probably have that in their top 5. A classic, another rocker, and then She's Always a Woman, which is just one of the most beautiful ballads of his entire discography. But, you know, just thinking about how many amazing top 20 hits Billy Joel had throughout his career, from Piano Man to We Didn't Start the Fire to everything in between. I mean, it's sad that he hasn't done anything in a long time as far as new music, but he still continues to sell out Madison Square Garden to this day, and for good reason. I mean, it's the quality of these songs. And I mean, as far as quantity goes on this album, every song on here just about is a hit. The Stranger, the title track, is a great song as well. Kind of another rocker with a really cool, mysterious opener, which I feel is kind of the best part of that song, with the whistle and that chord progression is the most interesting part. And then it kind of goes back into that later at the end of the album. It fades back into that Stranger intro, which is really a cool way to end off the album. Get It Right the First Time is probably, if I could say, weed out a track. That one is the one that doesn't do much for me, but Everybody Has a Dream, he went out with a bang on that one with a full choir on the last song. And then Scenes from an Italian Restaurant is just a magnificent opus of a song that Billy Joel himself puts in his top 5 favorite songs of all time. I think he actually said that on the Colbert Report, but for good reason. I mean, it's just epic, going from all these different, kind of like Paul McCartney did on Band on the Run or the Abbey Road Suite of the Beatles. This song takes a lot of different twists and turns, but it's that refrain, a bottle of white, a bottle of red. It's so cool. And it just makes you want to, it actually makes me hungry when I listen to it. So you did a good job there, Billy. And then you've got Vienna. You can't forget that song, which Joel also, as a matter of fact, I think he has said that's his favorite song that he's ever written. And while I wouldn't put it that high, I mean, a ton of people just love that song, and you can tell it's for personal reasons why he loves it, because he wrote it about his father. And it's, you know, his dad singing to him, like, slow down, you're growing up too fast, that kind of thing, giving him advice. It's almost like his version of a Father and Son by Cat Stevens. And it's truly a beautiful song that also has this Italian influence. It makes you want to travel to Italy. So this album if nothing else, it'll make you hungry for Italian food and make you want to travel to Italy. And for that alone, I got to give this at least a strong 8 out of 10. Everyone should have this in your collection, even if you're not a huge Billy Joel fan like me. To me, Elton is a notch above Billy. No disrespect to Joel, but he's not one of my, top 10 favorite artists of all time, but he deserves the respect among musicians. I mean, he's just one of the most incredible pianists of all time, period. One of the greatest singer-songwriters of all time, and there's just so much to love on this record. So what do you think, guys? I want to know in the comments below. Let me know what you would rate this. How would you rank this among Billy Joel's albums? The more I think about it, I probably would put this in the number 1 spot above Turnstiles, but those are definitely my favorite 2. Let me know your 2 favorite tracks from the record. And please, if you like this, subscribe, all that jazz. We got so much more. We got top 5s every Friday. We got Viva La Vinyl classic album reviews and more. Thank you for watching. And as always, Viva La Vinyl. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, all that jazz. Check out some of my other content that you can see on the screen now. Thank you again for supporting Johnny Radio. Take care, and I'll see you soon.